On-screen text. Have you ever wondered what sparked the decades-long conflict between Israel and Palestine? Let's travel back in time to the late 19th century, where the seed of this conflict was first sown with the emergence of Zionism. On-screen text. Zionism, a movement advocating for the establishment of a Jewish homeland in what was then Palestine. Fast forward to the year 1917, and we find ourselves in the midst of the Balfour Declaration. On-screen text. Balfour Declaration, a pivotal moment in history where the British government expressed support for the creation of a Jewish homeland in Palestine. The conflict truly began to escalate, however, in the aftermath of the Second World War. The year 1948 saw the official creation of the State of Israel. On-screen text. State of Israel, officially created in 1948, met with jubilation by some and despair by others. Thus, the stage was set for a conflict that would span decades. The pivotal year of 1967 brought about a significant change in the Israel-Palestine conflict. But what set this year apart? Let's delve into a visual journey that takes us back to the Six-Day War. On your screen, you'll see a map of the Middle East, a region that witnessed a profound transformation due to brief yet monumental conflict. As we chart the course of events during this under-a-week war, witness how Israel, marked in bright blue on our map, captured the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, the Sinai Peninsula, and the Golan. However, this rapid victory did not usher in an era of peace. It was merely the commencement of a new chapter, replete with heightened tensions and intricate complexities. Israel, now the ruler of these territories, marked in darker shades on our map, commenced the establishment of settlements, actions that stirred controversy on the international stage. These settlements ignited feelings of resentment and aggression among Palestinians as they felt robbed of their land and sidelined. The new borders etched on our map, along with the settlements that emerged, became the epicenter of conflict, deepening the chasm between Israelis and Palestinians. And thus, the conflict intensified, planting seeds of discord that endure till this day. Watch as the map lights up the year 1967 prominently, underscoring the significance of this turning point in the conflict. The late 20th century brought with it two major Palestinian uprisings, known as the Intifadas. But what was their impact? The First Intifada, a mass uprising against Israeli occupation, began in 1987. It was marked by civil disobedience, strikes, boycotts, graffiti, and barricades, but also involved violence. The Second Intifada, starting in 2000, was more violent and led to significant loss of life on both sides. It was triggered by the collapse of the Camp David summit and inflamed by Ariel Sharon's visit to the Temple Mount. In the midst of these uprisings, the Oslo Accords emerged as an attempt to establish peace. Signed in the early 90s, they aimed to end the conflict and establish a Palestinian authority. However, they fell short of resolving core issues such as borders, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem. Despite attempts at peace, the path ahead remained fraught with obstacles. Fast forward to today, what is the current state of the Israel-Palestine conflict? We find ourselves navigating a complex web of historical tensions, political maneuvers, and deeply ingrained beliefs. One of the most contentious issues is the ongoing construction of Israeli settlements in the West Bank, an area seen by Palestinians as integral to their future state. These settlements are widely considered illegal under international law, yet they continue to expand, further complicating the peace process. Jerusalem's status also remains a pivotal point of contention. Revered by Jews, Muslims, and Christians alike, this city's sovereignty is disputed, with both sides claiming it as their capital. Recent events have added a new layer to this intricate situation. The Abraham Accords, brokered by the United States in 2020, saw Israel normalizing relations with several Arab nations. However, these agreements did not directly address the core issues of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and so the conflict continues with no end in sight. Amidst the politics and territorial disputes, who bears the brunt of the Israel-Palestine conflict? The answer, sadly, is the ordinary people. The Israel-Palestine conflict has had a profound human impact, with countless lives lost and families torn apart. In the line of fire, there are mothers, fathers, children, and elders who have known nothing but conflict their entire lives. It's not just about the loss of life, but also the crushing weight of living in a constant state of fear and uncertainty. Beyond the loss of life, there's the issue of displacement. Thousands have been forced to flee their homes, seeking refuge in unfamiliar places. The ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza is especially heartbreaking. Shortages of food, water, and medical supplies are a grim reality for the people living there. Indeed, the human toll of the Israel-Palestine conflict is immense. It's a stark reminder that in the midst of political and territorial disputes, it's the ordinary people who suffer the most. In the end, it is the ordinary people who pay the highest price in this enduring conflict.